I feel that we succeed a little bit further than other teams out there. All right, now that you've got the field figured out and you've walked the field thoroughly and you know all the key angles on the field, now you got to position your team. You got to position the players, your front players, your mid players, and your back players. You got to really figure out who's your best communicators and usually put them in the middle of the field so they can communicate right and left. You, the captain, need to figure that out, and you, the team, you need to help the captain figure that out and work with him.
All right, we've already discussed walking the field before you play. Now we're going to go over the breakout, what to do actually when they call game on. We've got Martinez, Scuba, Roberts, and LB, and they're going to give you the lowdown on what to do. Cool, Rob. Why don't you show the kids the skinny on some breakout skills, man?
Word. First things first, you got back players, mid players, and front players, and everybody's got a special job that they got to do on the field. So what we're going to do next is start with our front players, E-Rob and Rock Dog.
As a front player, you're going to be sprinting out to your spots, and these are going to be the spots that you chose when you're walking the fields earlier. But remember, the straightest line to your bunker isn't always the best line.
Yeah, what you want to do being a front player, you need pads, first of all. Second of all, you want to slide in there Pete Rose style, man. You don't want to slow down. You want to go full bore, slide in there, slide about 15 feet before you get to the actual bunker. If you come up short, not a big deal, man. Just crawl up in there and you're good to go.
Right on, Hot Shots. Well, let's go show the paintball world what we're talking about, and let's lead them the way.
Cool.
All right, I'll get my gear. See how Eric took his running lane? Watch what happens when he just runs directly from point A to B. Now watch how the Rock Dog slides. Notice how far he is from the bunker.
Now we've got the front players out of the way. I'm here with Cash Money Martinez. He's going to give us down low on what the mid players do and what they're not supposed to do. Hit it up.
Mid players are very important. Mid players come out shooting with their head up, paint in the air, making sure they put down the front players that are trying to move into those front spots. Eliminations in the break are very important, and back players and mid players are the key people to make that happen.
Now say you're on the breakout, you guys have come out and you guys are mowing. What happened if you guys are getting sweet spotted yourselves?
You run and hide, but it's important not to be scared. You got to get in your bunker. Make sure you live. You can't do your damage if you're dead.
Cool, Cash Money. Why don't you show me how it's done then, man?
All right, then check this out. Right, chill. I'm coming out with my gun blazing until the last 10 or 15 feet, throwing paint at people. Then I need to get in my bunker. If I start to pull up and realize there's a lot of people shooting at me, I'm just going to get in my bunker quickly.
Now, what are you doing in your bunker?
Mid players get to make most of the eliminations. You should be in a bunker with lots of shot options, possibly a chance for a sweet spot, and a chance to knock out a bunch of front players from the other team. That's basically what a mid guy needs to do off the break.
Excellent. Now that we've got the front and mid players taken care of, what we're going to do now is go to the back line or back players. And LB is going to help us out today. He's one of the best back players there is. Tell us what's up, LB.
Basically, as a back guy, you're not going to do a whole lot of sprinting, diving at the initial start of the game. You're going to want to kind of walk or do the Travis trot to your bunker, and as soon as you get there, you want to start throwing paint immediately. Your job is to throw enough paint out there so you allow your front guys to get in, your mid guys to develop a game, and your main responsibility is going to come later in the latter part of the game. You're going to be responsible for closing it, helping front guys out, giving them enough paint so they can go to work, and allowing your mid guys to break the game wide open.
Got you on the breakout, we got you into your bunkers. We're going to show you how to play a spot. We're going to start with the front players first. Got Eric Roberts, Scuba Steve with me. Scuba, so when you're doing your thing, what's going on?
Well, as a front player, my job for the team is to get up all the way to my first position, and if at all possible, to keep moving forward. Because as I'm moving forward, my mid players can start coming in and taking my positions, and then the other team then has a hard time locating exactly where I'm at, and then it opens the door for the team to keep doing what it's got to do.
Another big thing is communication. Communication is the biggest part of the game. You can talk to your back guys, relay what's going to be going on. You're able to set up plays, set up moves. That way you have the full cover and full fire support that you need when you're moving.
And what you got to realize when you're playing the front, you're the farthest guy up on the field, so you're the #1 priority to the other team. I mean, you got to learn, once you get into your bunker, you got to stay there, stay down, chill out for a little bit. For the first 5 minutes, just hang out. Remember, if you have 3 guys up on you, shooting at you, that frees up everything. So that means there's 3 guys on you, that leaves the mid players open to do whatever kind of damage they want. Cool. That takes us to what the mid players or insert players are looking for. Today we got 2 of the best. Chris Gloryboy Lasoya, by far one of the best players in the world. Cash Money Martinez. You blink 2 seconds and these guys are stabbing 2 or 3 of your guys right off the bat.
Yeah, this is what makes the game the best, being a game breaker. What you do is you get up the field, see the field. It makes it the most fun and the best part of the game by any means. You get up the field, you see your eliminations, you kind of get most of the glory. You take away from the front guys because the front guys do all the work, but you still get up there, they still cause a little confusion. You get up front, you make the eliminations, you break the game, and it helps out the other team to move up the center in the process.
It's definitely most important for the mid guys to break the game. They find the seams, they pick their spots, they move in when they see the right time. You know, if you look seconds away, 2 minutes later, you ain't looking around, the mid player's going to be up in your grill, putting it down on you. So here's what some bomb diggity mid players can do for your team. Watch. Wait.